How are you doing? Hey, Tim, welcome in. Can y'all hear me? Hey, Ruby, wannabe, welcome in. So good to see you guys this evening. I have got uh, Joy Route with me, Frankie from Joy Route. I see your lips moving, but I don't hear you. I don't hear you, Mama. Frankie, there's no audio. Yeah. So while she gets her audio working, welcome in everybody. I appreciate you guys for helping me out and letting us know what was going on. Tim, we try and work it. I try and work it out before, and I heard her just fine earlier. I don't know
Oh,
what's happening. There
okay.
you go.
Hello. Yeah, I had to unmute myself.
Hey,
Hey, only for Jeanette. How y'all doing?
hey.
Only for Jeanette. How's everybody doing?
We've got Tim, Estella. Welcome
Hi.
in. How y'all doing this evening?
What's going on, everybody?
And we've got Tim and
I
Ruby.
can't see the chat. Oh, I see people. PJ, Ruby, Tim,
Hello,
Estella,
PJ. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? So,
Arcuda.
Arkuda.
I see, right?
Hey, Chandra Blackwell. How you doing? That's Mom. How you
Oh,
doing?
hi.
Yes.
She came in.
So this evening we have got Miss Frankie from Joy Route. And I am super, super excited. I've been watching her channel for a while and enjoying her channel, and she gives some great tips. If you want to know some great tips about van life and living in your van, she is the person to go see. Frankie, how about you tell us about you
Okay.
and how you got into van life?
Well, thank you for having me on the channel. I enjoy watching your channel as well and just seeing what you're doing and the places you're going. At 50 years old, I just decided that I wanted to take the joy route. And that basically meant for me living in a van. I moved, I had a roommate situation and it ended on good terms. The lease was up. And I just decided to move in a van. And because I wasn't forced into this lifestyle, I said, it seems like a plant is on my face. I don't know. I wasn't forced into the lifestyle. So I said, what the hell do I got to lose? Nothing. So, and I'm loving it. I mean, van life, there are highs and lows, obviously, but the highs far outweigh the lows, and so I'm loving it. Yeah, definitely. So that's how I got
Fantastic.
started. Yeah.
How long have you been doing van
So
life?
it's 3 years. Well, it's almost 3 years. Almost 3 years. I started at 50, so yeah, almost 3 years.
Um, do you feel like it's difficult at 50 to start something like living in your vehicle and traveling?
No, 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 no. I think that's the best time. I mean, if you still can do it, like for me, I stretch every day, I walk every day. That's important. I mean, even if you were in a larger camper van, it is just so important to move. And since I'm in a van, I live out of the van. Of course, you live in the van, but most of the time, I try to be out the van at a park, a state park, or a museum, just somewhere. And when you're moving a lot, that's why I'm sitting on my bed now. And I apologize. I know it's dark. We had some only for Danette. I'm gonna just tell y'all that only for Danette. But yeah, so you just move a lot. And I move every day, just every single day. You have to get out there and move. And that's what I really, really like about this lifestyle. You don't live in your van. Obviously, you have to spend time in here, but
Mhm.
I'm in these streets, these camping streets. So definitely moving, just moving.
Yeah. So you said a very,
I
very good
know.
point.
So right.
I was talking with, I believe, Aquila Wonders, Christina from Aquila Wonders, about how
Okay.
we live out of our van and not necessarily in our vehicles. Because, I
Right.
mean, that's a small space, whether you live like myself in your SUV or like
Hmm.
yourself in a minivan. And I'll have you tell us about your minivan a little bit. That's a
Okay.
small space. So
Yeah.
your environment is really outside of that.
Your
but
environment, yeah.
you make yourself comfortable, when you have to be in there. Because there's days that we all spend,
Yeah.
just like in your house, you spend the day at the house.
That's true. That's true. Just for me, I just love. I know. Is it my low light? Or are you saying me, Tim? Low light? Is it me, Tim? What's that? Bedside
Yeah,
low light.
yeah.
Well, here's the thing. We had some. There's something going on. I do apologize why it's low light. It's the best I can do. I mean, I love this chick, or I wouldn't be doing this interview, But so I apologize for the low light. I think what we're gonna have to do is after we get through with this, we're gonna come back and do something different. But this was important to the net and important to me, so we just got to move ahead. I know it's low light. Um, yeah, my apologies. I'll try to
No
come in.
problem.
Can you see me?
Yeah, we can see you.
Okay.
So, Tim has a question for you. What are the
Yes.
low points in van life, would you say?
The low points in van life. Staying organized is a low point. It really is. I mean, just even though you live in a small space and you would think that, because I like try to keep everything gets lost. I mean, just living in a small, staying organized, you can get up that morning and make your bed, because I do make my bed. And at lunchtime, there's everything. It's all over the place. So just staying organized, that's a low point. Um, what else? I don't know. Low point. Mm.
But to that point, yes, you would be amazed how you lose things in such a small
Yes.
space. I lost my tripod. I know it's in the car, but I cannot remember where I put it. I do
Yes.
not know. Yeah, I hid it from myself. At this point, I have now bought another tripod and a bigger one, so I can't lose it.
It's these vans, these cars, they swallow our stuff. That's a low
They
point.
do.
Yeah, getting lost
You,
or whatever.
when you're staying in your car, there are so many small spaces that you end up finding to be able to put stuff, but then you forget about it until it becomes routine.
And
Because,
then
and that's the thing about living out of your vehicle is
yeah,
you're constantly organizing, you're constantly moving things. So, you forget, where you put stuff, where its new home is. Yes,
losing
every
stuff.
item does need to have a designated space. You're
Yeah.
so very true.
Yeah, you do. Everything does need a designated space. I guess another low point is like you have to move every night unless I'm at a campground, just like not knowing. I mean, that's part of the excitement, but that's also part of the frustration because you're in a new surrounding. You live nowhere. So you're somewhere new every single night. And unless you're in a campground somewhere where you've paid to be, I'm lucky because being in a van, and Danette, you're lucky as well because being in small vehicles, you fitting. And I was at a Planet Fitness last night, and it was a 24-hour. Nobody knew I was in there. Nobody cared or whatever. But just
Mhm.
kind of knowing where you wherever you pull up, it's like your house. I mean, wherever I
Yeah.
go, I never know from night to night. So that's kind of
Mhm.
one of the things. Just kind of not knowing where you're gonna be. You're
Yeah.
generally safe. I mean, you trust your gut, but that's
Mhm.
definitely a low point.
Yeah, it does get difficult as a city dweller,
Yeah.
and I think I enjoy the. I'm gonna say it's almost like an art in city dwelling because you do have to. You've got to trust your gut. You've got to know. You've got to figure out in a new city. Where's the best places to be parking and all that stuff to keep yourself safe. You're checking your surroundings and you can end up in a bad way, but we as van lifers, we all share, different tips. Just like I believe I was talking to Allison from Travel Snacks, and she
Yeah, I know
said what
her.
she does is she goes on Zillow and looks
Oh,
for better neighborhoods.
I don't think better neighborhoods make a. I mean, it just depends on where you go. People in general, I don't know. Wherever you feel comfortable. I get that. I do get what she's saying because, like for me, I know a lot of people who camp on BLM land, but for me, without a group of people, I wouldn't feel comfortable. So I do get what she's saying. You have to go
Mhm.
to. Yeah, that makes sense. Definitely makes sense. I just pull up and I can just tell right away, and if it's going to be for me or not. And yeah,
Yeah.
I just
So
pull up.
yeah. So I tend to like to stay in hotels.
Oh, you like it?
Um,
I mean, I've stayed at hotels. And my friend, that Boondock and Diva, she had me. We stayed at hotels. I did it with her, so it is a
Mhm.
chill thing. People are going
Yeah,
in and out. They don't bother you at hotels. So yeah, I have
they
stayed at
don't.
hotels. No, they
And I
don't
mean, the
bother
thing
me.
about it is everybody there is traveling in some sort of way. So,
They don't know. Yeah, they do have hotels. Like, I mean, not hotels, but they do have cameras. So I guess that's kind of yeah, they got the cameras. But yeah, I do hotels as well. I like Planet Fitness or grocery stores. I stay at just grocery stores when I'm not at a campground.
Patricia says she bounces around from park to park. At night, she goes to rest areas or Walmarts. I have not done a rest area yet, and I've
I
not
love
done
rest
Walmart. I'm
areas.
nervous about
Walmart,
Walmart.
y'all
I've
stay.
been
I'm
to
gonna tell
stores.
y'all, stay the hell away from Walmart, because
Yes.
Walmart had told me. Yeah, I had a horrible story about Walmart. I ain't gonna get into it because it's over with. But I'm like you, Patricia. I go to parks. I just like every day. I'm at a park all day.
Mhm.
I love parks. I mean, every single day I am at a different park, and the
Yeah,
beauty, the nature. I'm just like that. I set up
that's
shop.
where I tend
Like,
to like to work as well.
yeah,
So, so Chandra first asked, "Do you keep a journal of your travels?"
yeah. I actually wrote a well, I produced it, created a journal. It's called the Joy Route Journal. But yes, and then I had a very lovely subscriber, Dust Dairy. I'm gonna get it wrong. Dairy Diamond Dust. She sent me a
Mhm.
handcrafted journal, and so that's what I've been writing in. And yeah, definitely, I keep a journal. My thoughts. Yeah, words are so important to me. So yes, I do.
And
Yes.
you're a writer as well,
I
so that
am. I am
was kind
indeed. Yeah. I am indeed. Yep. So, yep, I keep a journal. Somebody sent me a very lovely handcrafted journal, but I also have the Joy Route journal. So, definitely, you got to write everything down, right? Some of the
yes.
stuff y'all wouldn't believe it. I wouldn't even tell. Like some stuff I can't even tell y'all, right? Some of the
I mean,
stuff.
it's a million things that happen during the
Mhm.
day that you will never capture on camera and be
You
able to
cannot
share.
capture it on camera. You can't. You absolutely cannot. I was at a car repair shop and I was sitting down on a bench outside, and it was an eyelash, a big, thick. I'm like, did somebody just take off their eyelash and put it on the bench? Because it was an eyelash. I'm serious. I'm like, what is that? Yeah, so you can't capture some of the stuff that goes on in van life, but I love it. I mean, I'm not stopping no time. No time, 3 to 5 years. Yeah, I love it. I really do. I love the excitement. What scares me about van life is also what excites me about van life. Like living nowhere, not knowing like where you gonna be at, where you going tonight. I have
Yeah.
no idea.
So, tell me about your experience at rest areas. You stayed at rest areas, right?
Yeah, I really like rest areas. The only thing, okay, so rest areas, I remember traveling with my grandparents, and they are not the rest areas from back in the day. So rest areas, they look like little parks. I mean, they have really um updated rest areas to look like parks. The only thing with a rest area, though, you do have to be careful because sometimes it's like nobody there. They have a side for like truckers, and then they have a side for cars. And you technically, I think some rest areas you can't stay overnight. You can just stay like 5 hours, which is good. Hello, hey V, what's up, V Hinton? What's going on? V, how are you? So you can't stay overnight at some rest areas, but they're nice. I find that they are very accommodating. It's other people there. They're usually well
Yes.
lit, and I like that. Excuse me, because I don't like dark. I don't like dark people. Some people like quiet. I love like truck stops, and because I want to hear people move, and I want to know. I want to hear activity. The noise doesn't. Well, rest stops are quiet, but at truck stops they're not quiet. But the noise doesn't bother me at all. I was
No,
at
once you ready to park your car and go to bed,
you could care
you
less.
tired enough that you're not gonna hear it
I
anyway.
know.
That's one thing.
I was at this Planet Fitness and they were like cleaning the parking lot. This truck was, and I'm like, he's clean, but it didn't even bother me. I just went right back to sleep. Yeah. So,
So when I traveled west, I had stayed at a truck stop, and it also happened to be right near a
how was
railroad.
it? Oh,
Girl, I didn't hear anything.
you
Once I
won't. When you
after
tired,
I'd driven about 13, 14 hours, I didn't hear nothing.
you be so tired. You don't even know. You be out of your van. You don't even know. Don't even. It don't even bother you. Does your windows get fogged up though? Your windows, because my windows are like fogging. They're like, that's how they can
I
tell we're in there.
So during the winter, I had a problem more with the front windshield than the side
Yeah,
window.
yeah.
Um, but I keep, one of those boxes, to kind of keep humidity out. I don't know if it's really catching anything or not, but
Okay, you have one of
um,
those moisture, yeah, because the windows, my windows are like, especially if it rains, it's like they know
yeah,
you're in here because your windows are like fogged up. But I don't, they don't. People generally don't care. They don't bother you in a minivan.
no,
Yeah, they don't bother me, so it's all
I
good.
really need to get some rain guards so
I
that I
know,
can.
right? I've been saying I was getting rain guards since I moved into the van. Never have. Never, yeah, right. Do you have
I was saying
screens?
the same thing.
Do you have screens? Did you make you some
I do have
screens?
screens.
Did
I
you
do
make
have
them?
screens.
Did you
I
make them?
haven't. No, so you mean the blocks? Yes, I
Yeah, like
do.
for insects, like the net stuff, and screens, like for bugs, like in your windows.
Yeah, I have those. I did not make them. I actually bought mine off of Amazon.
Did you
Uh,
cut them and use the magnets, or what are you doing? Or did yours come
they
fitted?
just pull right over the door.
Do they?
Yeah, they
What do
just
you
pull right
mean?
over the door, and yeah,
That's interesting. Okay,
yeah.
because
I have to send you the
so
link
what
later
is your
on.
door? Is it a slide door? What's your door on your van? On your
No, I'm in my
SUV?
SUV, so
I
I've just
know.
got regular doors.
And you open the door up, and it pulls right over it.
Good night, Arcuda. Yeah, so I
Oh,
open
good
the door,
night.
I
Good
pull it right over,
night.
and then I can, let the window up and down and all that good stuff.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, that's interesting. I was gonna make them on my windows and put magnets or something. I saw somebody made like screens or something, so I was gonna do that.
Okay,
I
okay.
haven't really been bothered by bugs. I don't know. I've been in the woods too long. Bugs don't.
I think you start to get used to it.
You
Like,
do.
I
You're like,
don't.
oh, you in here? Yeah, kinda. Yeah, you kinda do. The lizards. That's a whole nother different thing.
Yeah, listen, as long as the lizard is not just trying to live with me in the house, I'm fine. Lizards are supposed to be outside. Good night,
Yeah.
Nora. We'll
Good
see you at
night, Nora.
bedtime. So Tim asked, do you still have the Astro van? There's an Astro van?
I had a Dodge Caravan. No, I don't have it anymore. Like I had a Dodge, Tim, a Dodge Caravan. Nope, I don't have it anymore. Just the Honda Odyssey. I wrecked the Dodge at McDonald's. It was a one person wreck.
What?
It was I swear, it was a one person wreck. It was so crazy. And then I didn't have that kind of. They said if I had hit a deer or something, like I ran into the McDonald's sign. It was such a bizarre accident. Don't even ask me what happened. I was trying to move out of the way of a garbage truck.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and I just knocked down the fence. It was such a bizarre accident. It was crazy. So yeah.
Yeah, so Ruby, that's what I have. It's a cloth net that goes right over the
Oh,
door.
the cloth net. Okay, and
Yeah.
you open your door, or you just I don't. I'm trying to picture how that works.
So basically you just open the door like normal and
Hmm.
then you flip it right over the window part of it and
Okay.
then you can close
Duh.
the door.
Yeah, yeah. I
Yeah.
got it. I got it. Okay. Oh, cool. What about? Have you thought about getting a camper thing for the top of your vehicle? Because that's what I'm thinking about getting.
So I got an addict. Um, I got one of those travel bags that you put up there.
Oh, you did a bag?
Yes.
Is it
And
waterproof?
I don't dislike the bag. The bag does exactly what it's supposed to do.
Hmm.
I just don't know that I feel safe driving with it 100%. I have driven around town with it and it's
Yeah.
been fine, honestly. But I
Is it
think what I'm going to do is
waterproof?
get a ratchet strap to secure it up there even better.
Is the bag waterproof?
The bag is waterproof, and then they have it like double stitched at the zipper so that they have a cover over the zipper, and then they have it
Okay.
double stitched or whatever so that water doesn't get in.
Why you don't feel comfortable driving with it?
I don't,
Somebody.
because I'm not used to driving with things on the roof of my car. That's
Yeah, and then
first.
it does like bring attention to you. But if you're traveling, I mean, I wouldn't care. But I'm gonna get me a cargo thing for the top of my van because even though I live clutter free in my van, I do not. I just want to like. I want to be able to put stuff in the top of the van. I also thought about
Yeah.
taking out my front seat. I don't know though if that'll happen, but
Now, what I do want to find out is how hard of, because I don't have roof racks. I didn't get my car with roof racks. How hard is it to put roof racks on there? Because I think I would feel better if I had roof racks.
Mine came with roof racks. So I'm not sure. Like mine came with roof racks. Yeah,
See, so I'm gonna have to find that out.
Yeah, mine came. We say I passed road trip. Oh.
To her children, she drove cross country with them, and when they were young, and she still nice. V.
Oh, drove across country with her kids.
Yeah,
that's cool. I did with my grandparents. We went to like something called camp meeting, like this church revival, and we would do it for 2 weeks, and we stayed in tents. They had like wood floors though, and then we also stayed in the college dormitory. So I've been camping forever. I mean, yeah. Are you a camper?
I just getting into the camping world. Before all of this, I'd been camping exactly once, and I did not like that experience.
Why? Just because it just
like it was not like.
See, this is not our grandparents camping though. This is just, it's so different now. It is. Because first of all, we're in a vehicle. I remember camping with my kids and like us being in tents. And then I remember we got air mattresses. And I'm like, wow, air mattresses. But then it was too cold. I would always go get in my vehicle. My husband was like, where are you? I'm like, I am in the car. So camping is so fun, like campfires and just the vibe at night. It's like being in your house, just a campfire or a bonfire, and just everybody sitting around, and it's just I love it.
That's the best part.
Definitely.
So do you always travel alone, or do you ever join into caravans with anybody?
I do caravans. I have, like, the majority of the time I've traveled with people. Yeah, I travel. I mean, I do a lot of solo trips as well, but I have some people here that I met on YouTube that I camp with. My friend Andrea, and I like camping with people as well because my sense of direction and just like, I'm an adventurer. I go wherever, but they'll have something planned, and I'm not a person who plans something. So I like when they kind of have like events or areas for us to go to, and it's enjoyable. Also, what I like about camping with people is that even though y'all camp together, y'all road trip together, or whatever, when you get to wherever your spot is, everybody kind of retreats today. We do our own thing, and we come back at night, maybe for a campfire, or if we're not at a campground, because sometimes we're not at campgrounds. I hate to say Walmart because I can't stand Walmart, but we at just stores. We're on the road. We're just passing through. Like, yeah. So I do camp. I do solo camp with people. I mean, not solo. I do travel with people, caravan with people. Yeah.
Well, we're gonna have to definitely get together.
I know, right? I'm gonna come in. I know, right? We definitely have to.
So, you said you do events and all that. Mm-hmm. Like, which events do you do? Do you have like annual events that you go to every year?
No, we went to Schoolie UP, and that was our first time, and that was fun. I was kind of like leery about going there because I didn't know. Let me tell you something. Upper Peninsula is effing beautiful. Like I had never. I mean, I'm gonna just say this, and I know it's like one of the most beautiful places I've ever been in America. Like, real talk. I have never seen the sky bluer. Yeah. What's that?
Alexa decided to tell us the weather.
Oh.
Thanks, Alexa.
Okay.
Let's not say her name.
Upper Peninsula was gorgeous. I was in Michigan, and we went to Schoolie UP. That was the first event. Not the first event I've been to, but we went to Schoolie UP. In case people don't know, it's like people who've converted school buses into their homes. And what's interesting, I saw a lot of parents, like single ladies with kids. I mean, I saw families too, but yeah, they converted school buses. And I could see doing a short school bus, but not a big one. But it was nice to see the tour people's home. Their home on wheels, their school buses and stuff. Yeah, I did that. What else did I do? We went to Worthing. You ever heard of Worthing RV Park?
I have not.
Okay, it's in Georgia, and it's a young Black couple that started it, and they mother or mother-in-law, somebody runs it, and that's kind of like one of them campgrounds where It doesn't like we went to Stone Mountain. And Stone Mountain is like a touristy campground, right? Like
Mhm.
touristy. They had the big Christmas tree and all this stuff for touristies. But Worthing's kind of like one of them things where you sit back and you can like play spades, even though I don't play cards, but it's
Oh,
like one of them kind of like I got my hair braided at Worthing, like just right there. People was just looking. It was just kind of one of those things. So I really liked it. It doesn't. It's just like it's like in a field. Like it's just in a
okay.
field. Yeah, but I really, really enjoy being down there, and I met some people. Just people who are still my friends to this day that I met at Worthing Campground. So yeah, I really enjoyed it. I like Stone Mountain too. Yeah, I really like Stone Mountain. So
Okay.
yeah. Where do you
Yeah.
go? Where have you been? Where have you traveled to?
So I have been at this point, Tallahassee, Florida. I have a friend that lives down there, Brace Nomad, if
With
y'all know her.
She live in
Yeah.
Florida? I didn't know she lived in
Yeah,
Florida.
she's got a home base now down there, and she's kind of started homesteading.
Is she?
Yeah,
Is she
but
still
she
in
still
Arizona doing like the nursing stuff? What's she doing?
no, she actually she just got to Texas. She's in Dallas with a friend of hers, and she and I probably link up soon.
She be going.
Um,
That girl be going.
she stay on the go.
Grace
That's
don't
why
even play.
I can't believe you trying to do homestead because you like to go too
But you
much.
can do homestead. You just gotta set it up, and then if she has somebody kind of to monitor while she gets it going. What about nursing? She's still doing it. She a nurse still?
Yeah, she's still a nurse.
Okay, so she's still doing that. Yeah. So she's gone. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So, um, God, I had a question prepared for you, and
You done
I
lost the question.
completely I lost the question. It is gone. It is in the
Lost.
cosmos
She
now.
done lost the question, y'all.
Oh my gosh, I'm a terrible interviewer,
That's okay.
but
No, you're
that's
not. No, you're not. No, you're not. It's all good. It's loves people. I'm telling you for you only because I'm like, I am not. I know the light because it's horrible when people's lighting not. And then I'm in a space because my internet. First of all, it's a long story, but it was like we going with it. We doing it. We just doing this interview. We
yeah.
trying to talk to
And
people.
but I mean, and that goes along with what it is that we do. Just
Yeah,
go along with it,
just do it. Yeah, it's not the end
just
of the
do it.
world. It's not the end of the world. I mean, S happens, as they say, right? It don't even
Yes.
matter.
So, I mean, what you gonna do?
Oh, she said I
So
lost it.
yeah,
Oh, the
the
question.
question. I'm still
It's
I'm
all
still
good.
trying to find it, but I can't find it. But
Let's
that's
talk
fine.
about dating.
That's
Let's
fine.
talk about dating.
Dating. Are
Dating.
you
Let's talk
dating?
about dating.
How do you
Yeah.
date on the road? Okay, so as a 3-year veteran, how do you date on the road? How do
I
you
don't
find
know. Like,
people, find ways to date?
it's not really that, but people I mean, like if you go in somewhere like a casino or a park or whatever, people will approach you like they would just they don't know that you live in a van. So if they're going to
Mhm.
approach you, I know a lot of people are on dating apps and stuff, but just people, if they're going to approach you, they'll approach you anyway because they don't know your living situation.
Yeah.
So I've had like a lot of friends, not really well. mm, I met somebody at a casino, but that was kind of like it's just like people. I figure like this: when you're in a van, they have two motives. This is a motive. The first motive is to they okay with it when you say like I live in a van because I don't even got time. I'm too old to play with. I ain't got time to play with people. So then they're like, okay, that's fine. And then as soon as they get mad at you, they're like, oh, but you live in a van, and you're like, oh, but you're that. Like I mean, so they kind of that way, or
Right.
they'll say they try to convince you to like stop your lifestyle of living in a van. So I'd love to answer y'all question, but I'm just saying.
So do you think that like if you met somebody like and see my thing is like I'm like you, like I don't see myself quitting this lifestyle for the foreseeable future. Like I said, when it's time for me to come home to, be with my mom, because she'll need
Okay.
a little help at some point, then that'll be probably the only time that I come off the road. However, if I meet somebody, which I don't, I'm not like
Like
my
looking like
music is going
I know I see your Tinder on. What's going on?
really because I don't Is it stopped now?
Yeah, I think it stopped. I'm looking at my cell phone, which is overheating. But is it stopped, y'all? Oh, what happened? Estella says, "What happened?" Look, all this podcast stuff. It was coming along real nicely.
Tim, listen, you know me. It's a million things. We're good now. So y'all haven't. I thought y'all could see the video.
I mean, I'm looking at it on my cell, so it was like a countdown. I don't know what that is. Oh, V is saying it stopped.
Okay, perfect.
It stopped. I think we're
So,
back though.
okay, fantastic. So, but if I were to like be with somebody, I feel like that person would probably also need to be a traveler.
Yeah,
Because
I
once
agree.
I'm back on the road, and I'll tell anybody, once I'm tired of driving,
Yeah, I
I plan
agree.
on being on the boat. So that person needs to probably also be a traveler. But
I
how
agree.
do travelers meet? Because we all over the place.
You do. I mean, I know a lot of people. Now I'm in these travel groups, and I know people. They go to apps, and I'm not about to do no app. I can't. I don't want to do like dating apps.
Mm-hmm.
They do dating apps. So I know a lot of the expats, like the expats that we started in the group. We started in the YouTube thing.
Right, right.
Well, okay, so a lot of them like we're like in an accountability group, and they date from apps, like apps. Yeah, I
Uh-huh.
guess I don't know if Tinder or whatever these apps or whatever, and they do that because they're in different countries and they're trying to meet people. So I guess that would be a way. But really, you just go places. If you go to a concert or I don't know a museum, you just see people. Like it's just I was at the casino and I was with a friend. Well, she's kind of a nomad. She has a van, but she's trying to she's trying to get on the road. Put it like that. We were in a casino, and she was asking somebody about like at the casino. It's like two restaurants, and we were getting like a chili dog. I don't even remember. And she asked this guy, like, which one should we go and get this chili dog or whatever we were getting? And
Mm-hmm.
he was like, I like y'all. He just started talking to us. So it was just so simple how it just he sat down, he said, I'll tell you what, I'm gonna buy y'all, your chili dogs. And it's easy. It's just I don't know, it's just easy. People are everywhere. People are yeah. The dating thing, whatever.
Yeah. See, I haven't, well, I can't say that I haven't had the experience yet, but like I haven't like had an experience that
It
I'm
went
always
there.
home when people are talking to me. So, and I know that I'll come back. I'll be like, listen, I'm leaving for an unset amount of time. I'll be back in a few months.
Okay, you leaving and say you
And that's just
gone.
how that's been working, honestly, right now.
Yeah, and
But
then like
whenever I'm
man,
out traveling, I actually have not met anybody. But
yeah.
I'm not an app
I know
person.
because van life is it's about it's for everybody is different. There's no one van blueprint, but a lot of it is about self discovery. Like it's kind of doing the things that I know. I was so glad when my roommate situation ended because it was like now you can't be comfortable. Now you can't just work remotely and sit in this rented room and just like now you have to do something. And so I've always been kind of like a courageous person and an explorer, but it just made me because when you're in a van, you got to be on your. It just you have to be ready to explore. Frankie, this is a new day of dating. I got to meet you in person, old school. Yeah, we definitely got to meet. Are you coming the 25th to Atlanta? No, what is today? I thought somebody said Tiffany or somebody was in Atlanta. I know
Yeah, I think she's supposed to be.
on the 25th. I was gonna go to this new hair, not her new hair, but what do you call it? I can't even think. Natural hair show in Atlanta. I just found about it. Like I just had found out about it the day before, but I ended up going to my van. You go in there with nothing, and it's like $800 I paid. You go in there just just have go. I mean, they just always got some little. Oh well, you see over here by your wheel, it's leaking, and but just maintenance. The good thing is you don't pay rent, so when your house is your rent, right? You know what I mean. So
Right,
it's
right.
like you got to do that. But anyway, so that was the reason why, and it was just like last minute. But I wanted to go. Oh, you said I just left Atlanta. I miss Tiffany in Tennessee too. Yeah, was she just in Tennessee? I thought somebody said she was in Atlanta.
Oh, she's supposed to be in Atlanta tomorrow at noon,
Is
says
that
Patricia.
Okay.
Is that
Are
what you're
you going,
saying? Yeah.
Patricia? Are you going? Is anybody in the ATL? Anybody down there? I don't know. Are you down there, Patricia? Or are you in the ATL? Where you at? Where are you located? I don't know. Where's she at?
Well,
But
V says she was in okay, so she was in Tennessee last weekend.
oh, Tiffany was.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I think either V or somebody had told me about her being down the 25th. So I was just gonna make it a day, go down there for the natural hair show, and then just kind of hang out. I got friends, down there. So, um,
Mhm.
but it was gonna be a quick trip, so I don't know if I would have necessarily looked anybody or tried to get in touch with anybody or nothing like that. So what's next? What's your next plan?
So I'm gonna go head east.
Oh,
I'm
great.
gonna go see my family again, in Alabama, and then I will be in South Carolina,
Okay.
from the end of May and through June. There, I have several events, at the Cadogo Farms. You don't have to
Yeah,
come.
you know what? When are you going to the Godolgo? That's that lady that owns a farm with the kids, the lady, right? That
Yeah.
you and Brays were there. Okay,
Yes,
are
yes,
y'all
you
gonna
don't
be
have to
there a
come.
month though?
I will be there. I will be there all
So
through
what do we do?
June.
Rent it through Airbnb? What's the
Yeah,
deal?
you can rent it through Airbnb.
Okay.
She has glamptons, but she also has, places where you can park your car and you
Do
can
we get
camp.
electricity? Is it
No, it's boondocking.
okay? We don't have electricity, but we just do like we do. Is it like nearby stuff? Like is it
Yeah,
okay?
yeah, there's stuff nearby.
Okay, well, we charge like we do when we're on the road anyway, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. They got
So,
bathrooms.
yeah, 'cause
Okay.
we've got
Y'all going down
a
there for a
plan.
month?
Huh?
Y'all going down there for a month?
Yeah, I will be down there for a month. So the 23rd, I believe it is, Brace is having her birthday bash down there.
Is she?
Um, uh-huh.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna stay on because we're doing a plan with she'll be back like the 5th or something. We're doing a plan with Pallets event, and that's a 2 weekend event. And basically we're gonna build an A-frame house out of
With who?
pallets.
You doing a plan with who? Palace event.
Plan with Pallets event.
What is that?
It's
You gotta
gonna
tell
be
me.
a 2 weekend event.
Okay.
Hey, Glorious Life on Wheels is
Glorious
here.
Life on
How
Wheels.
are you,
Hi,
Miss Carol?
girl.
So it's going to be a 2 weekend event, that we're doing, and then we're gonna put together a newbie camper workshop for the end
Okay.
of the month.
So at the homestead place.
Yeah. So I'll
Okay.
be there all month.
Carol, I want to let you know only for Danette. She dragged me out. My phone is on fire. The internet, Tim says it's dark back here. I got so many different things going on that if only y'all knew. And I was trying to tell her, I was like, Danette, is it this weekend? I was just like, I'm like, only for Danette. And I'm gonna sit in this daggone van in this lot that I gotta keep looking around like only for Danette. No, I'm just kidding. This is a
I
pleasure.
appreciate you, Mama. I
No, it's a
appreciate you
pleasure.
so
No,
much.
you are a pleasure and you are refreshing. And so, anybody that's doing this lifestyle that we're doing, I mean, it's good to be connected because a lot of
Yes.
people don't get this lifestyle or they don't. I don't know. And so it's just good to stay connected to people who get the why of what you're doing it, or they at least they
Mhm.
understand it, even if they're not doing it like Carol. She does it part time, and I guess
Yeah.
you kind of part time, full time. I'm full time. A lot of people don't get this lifestyle. I mean, they just think you're crazy.
And
So
I had to realize that it's not for other people to get.
that's
It's
right.
if you get it and you figure out how to live it your best way, then that's exactly what you do.
Yeah.
When you explain it to somebody, you want to go to the workshop, Patricia? I will, after the show, I will put the links in the description so that you guys can get that information. Um, but you can't. It's like most things in life, but you can't do it on other people's understanding.
Yeah. They're
Because
not
if
gonna get it.
you do, then you're never gonna do it.
Yeah. They're not gonna
I
get. I
mean,
mean,
because it is different. It is out of the norm.
it is different,
Well,
but
no, I should
yeah.
I let me rephrase. It seems different and out of the norm. However, this has been going on forever. It's just now becoming a little more mainstream
Or it's
because
just
you
we have
know,
social media. Yeah, we have social
right,
media.
right.
I know my parents used to travel to Detroit. The vans had the bar in it. People was doing this stuff. I mean, they wouldn't call it van life, but they would go on a trip and they were staying in the van. They had a van with a bar and all that kind of stuff. So it's definitely not something that's
Oh, I wish
new.
I could put a bar in my car. Gloria, so I am part of an event a workshop that will be happening in South Carolina in June. It's called Playing with Pallets, and we're going to be building an
How are you
A-frame house.
spelling that though? Playing with Palatine.
Playing with pallets,
Oh,
like wood
pallets.
pallets
I
that
know
you
what
get
pallets
products
are.
from.
I know what
Yeah,
pallets are. Okay. I
yeah,
like that
yeah.
title. I like that.
And we're gonna it's a 2-weekend event in June in South Carolina at Cadogo Farms.
How many people are
Um,
expected?
so it's 25 for each weekend, 25 people for all both weekends.
Is it filled?
No, it's not yet filled. So you
Okay.
have plenty of time to and like I said, after the show, I will make sure that I put as a matter of fact.
Yeah, you could drop it. You could drop it in there. You could drop your link. I don't know. I
Mhm.
just don't know. What happened with the last with California? And I say stuff, and then if I don't do it, it's like. But I'm definitely interested in learning about it. I got a friend who's graduating, and we were talking about going down to Georgia.
Give me
You
a
put it in.
second.
Okay.
I'm trying to copy it right now. Copy.
Okay.
And I'm gonna drop it right here in comments.
I like that farm though. That stuff looks. Y'all talked about that food. I go there
It,
just for the daggone
it was
food.
nice, and she loves to cook. She loves to cook. She's gonna be
Mm,
doing a little bit of cooking for us in the during the event as
okay.
well. So yeah, we're gonna have a lot of fun. We've
So
got some activities for the evening, some campfire activities for the evening times and all that good stuff too.
okay. And that's that farm. I really like the way that farm looks. I like that lady. I like her spirit. She seems really nice, and she can cook natural, good, healthy stuff. Like
Hmm.
I'm greedy, so I want. I definitely want to check it out. How many people are y'all expecting? Whatever happened to Tasha? What's her name? The purple bus person.
She is currently in Mexico, and she
What?
will. I think she's got. Okay, so the link is in the description. It is
Okay.
also in the comments, so that you guys can copy that and look it up. It's on Eventbrite.
Oh, you said you get the lifestyle. I just wish it was a thing 20 years ago when the last of my kids left home. Yeah, but it's never too late. I think people think
It's not.
yeah, or even if it's part time, because a lot of people, like even Carol, who's on here, some people just do it part time. Some people just do it part. And in a way, like for me, it's like when I get ready to get me a Airbnb or just wanna, I got a room too somewhere. But whatever I want to do, I don't like. I'm not limited to. Oh, I just have to live in this van, and you're a van lifer. And no, that's not. I'm a nomad. I consider myself like a nomad first, and there is no blueprint for van life, and so my blueprint includes doing what the hell I want to do. So
Yeah.
that's what my blueprint includes, like whatever I feel like. And so my main, hey, Blue True.
How you doing, Blue True? And thank you for looking it up. I appreciate you. I hope to see you there.
Okay, for the thing, the palette. Yeah, I wish I'd have known, or we're knowing
Yeah,
now,
you
but
got plenty of time to sign up, mommy. You
it's
got
just we
plenty of
always
time to
I
sign
change my mind so much, like, and it's just because it's a dream out thing. Now, seriously, like I have to go with. And then how you have, like, I think with our channels and with us having channels, we can put out what an 8 minute, 10 minute, video. And unless you're doing
Mhm.
regular videos, you only really putting out a segment of what's going on. And I know it's kind of like hard to people, I can't say kind of don't. I don't know if they understand or whatever, but it's just like you put this out and then you always say, but I am taking the joy route. And that's like, it's about happiness and
Right.
not wanting to disappoint anybody and just glad people say, I want to meet you. And I'm like, I want to meet you too. Cause I really like people. Like I
Yeah.
do, but it's just hard. Sometimes stuff to happen. The whole thing about the van life. Yeah, it is your way,
It
Carol.
is. Yeah.
It is. And if it's part time, if it's full time, if it's some of the time, if it's just, however you want to do it. But I think I know I'm speaking for me. I've seen these van dwellers that I started following, and they did it this way. And Bob Wells was one of the van. He's like, so who I started following, and then there was some other women van dwellers, and you think like, oh, you have to have it this way, and people don't get that. Some people may have. That's why you may have, I don't know. It's just there is no one blueprint. That's the way I look at it.
No, there's
Hey,
none. You do
Ralph,
it your way,
woo-hoo.
whatever way that makes you feel comfortable.
I
If you want to
agree.
do city dwelling, if you want to do out in the sticks,
Yeah,
you do it the way that you need to. Like you said, sometime, all the time, whenever the time it feels
exactly.
right. I mean, and you don't have to wait until you're retired. You don't have to,
Yeah,
do this before start, you're living your life and
yeah,
buying your house and all of that. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Depending on the way that you want to do this, you
yeah.
may get a vehicle kind of like you upgrade to
Oh,
a vehicle like Donna
yeah,
Van Life,
yeah.
that's something basically like a house, but you're able to keep moving.
Yeah, to keep it moving. It's just a pen,
Yeah.
like you said. The van thing is you're able to, or the minivan. You are able to. You just fit in nicely. Now, not saying that you do want a larger van, but when you are like in this town, I'm in my hometown now, you just fit in easier at places as opposed to parking a larger van. But there are certainly pluses to having a bigger van. Like
Hmm.
I was never a person that really cooks, but I miss food. Like I can't eat. I miss like cooked food. Like I never cooked though. Now I miss my cooked food, right? But I do miss like different. I miss different things about, yeah. So
So
it's just
Tim
like
asked earlier, how do you cook your meals? Do you cook in your van when you do cook?
I don't cook. I have a butane stove. It's not. I don't carry it with me. It's in my storage. Like I graze. I don't know. I just like I'm a grazer. I eat like a lot of like tomatoes and I just that's the kind of stuff I eat. I really do. Now, I went. Where was I at? I mean, I buy stuff. I bought some barbecue the other day, and I don't cook. I don't cook. I cut up tomatoes and cucumbers. And I
Oh,
don't. I know, but I don't. It's not that I just. I mean, your health is your wealth, so I strongly believe that. But I don't. I graze. I don't know. I don't cook. I mean, I buy like food too. Like I bought some barbecue the other day and whatever, but I don't cook. I don't cook, Tim. I'm
but
sorry.
see, that's the thing, and that's the thing that keeps me from cooking is because I don't like doing the dishes.
But
But
even today, I made
I've
this
got
big
to start
salad.
cooking to save a
It
little
was.
bit of money, because these gas prices, I can't
Do you
buy
think cooking
out
makes you
any
save
gas.
though? Do you think cooking makes you save money? You think?
Um,
Because
it does help. It does
okay,
help.
okay,
Because I mean, you think about, okay, so I can go to the grocery store and I've tried it and tested. I can go to the grocery store, spend $50 on groceries for the week,
hmm
cook my two meals, have
hmm
it prepared. So all I have to do is heat it up, later on in the week. And so that's $50 for the whole week as opposed to,
but for two
uh,
meals, that's the whole week.
yeah, because
Okay,
you still have, your snacks and all of that stuff in
okay,
between.
okay.
And then I eat basically the same thing in the morning. Like I eat yogurt with granola
I eat yogurt
in the
too.
morning.
Yeah.
That's my favorite breakfast.
Mhm.
So past that, it's just, the snacking or whatever you're gonna have. But as opposed to you go to, because I like to go to like, the restaurants I go to, I typically pay anywhere. Fast food is anywhere from $8 to $12 every time you stop. And then if you
Mhm.
want to go to a restaurant, that's a $20 to $30 bill.
I know I bought
Easy.
some barbecue.
You know
It
what I'm
was just
saying?
like, oh,
So you
yeah.
you definitely save a whole lot more money when you're cooking.
But I don't have a fridge. Like, do you? Do you have a fridge?
I
I
do
don't
have
have a
a
fridge.
fridge, so
You
that
do.
is one of the things that I made sure that I had on board was a fridge so that I could do that. And
Hmm.
like I said, when gas was a little bit more uh,
More affordable.
better, yes. Like I just stop and get something to eat. I wasn't really, thinking about it, but I still have my snacks because I keep my yogurt and all that stuff in the fridge.
Yeah.
But now, yeah, it's
But
about
I'm
to be
always
really
my thing
simple.
on a fridge though, because I have this cooler thing. It's like a fridge. I I go to the store every single day. Every single day I go to the store, like every single day, and I know what's going on in the world, but
Mhm.
I just do. Even if I'm at a campground, if I'm no matter where I'm at, there's always a store. It just is. Like now I have a salad in my cooler, but no. I mean, I was at a park and there was a family barbecuing, and I'm like, oh, that looks so good. But I don't know. I'm not cooking. It's not gonna
But I mean,
happen.
it works for you. So,
Yeah. I
and
mean, I
that's the
do
thing.
miss, even though I never was a person who cooked a lot, but I do miss like food, like my own stuff. So yeah.
For $13, Carol says she can buy bacon, eggs.
Bacon is so expensive, Carol. Bacon is expensive. And I love bacon. And eggs is expensive too. Yeah, I guess you
Yeah,
could buy
they,
that.
everything has gone up.
That's
Everything has
true.
gone up. But
Because
you're still gonna save a little bit of money just
yeah,
going
I
to
can
the
see
grocery
that.
store.
I can see that saving because if you go to like Cracker Barrel or something like that, you're gonna spend $17.
Yeah,
I know it's crazy.
yeah,
I know your grits,
exactly.
your bacon, yeah. So you are gonna save some, but then
Yeah,
the hassle of cleaning up but no, I
yeah. But
do
see
miss
that. But see this right here, like the bacon and the eggs. That's a couple of days. That's at least
that's true.
almost a week of breakfast.
I eat a half a pack of bacon though. I kind of like bacon a lot. I'm just saying.
And
I
you know
can
what I did? I just got an air fryer. I think the one that I
me
have, I'm
too.
gonna take it back,
For your
but I'm
SUV,
gonna get another one. I haven't used it yet, so don't ask me. But I did get an air fryer, so I can start cooking some of my stuff in the air fryer.
is it gonna plug? What kind? You got a Jackery or something? I
I
would
have the
assume.
Jackery 1000. Yeah,
Okay, so you got 1,000. Yeah, so you can cook. You think the air fryer can hook up to it? I saw
yeah.
on Carol's
I
channel.
watched Overland Lady, and I got the idea from her because
I
I
saw
was
that
gonna bring my,
person with that
huh?
BM on Carol's channel. That she had a person, a guy in that BMW. He had an air fryer in that sucker. I'm like, he had an air fryer, so maybe you can use your air fryer. That's too
Yeah,
much
girl.
work though. You use air
It's
fryer.
not. It's less work. That's the thing. Is it's less
Uh-uh.
work because I mean, any meal takes you like maybe 10 minutes or something.
I use an air fryer at my cousin's house, so I definitely know. But it's just you still gotta clean your meat. Like if you put like chicken in there or greens, you just have to the greens that make potato chips.
Mhm.
Freeze dry. You still gotta clean that stuff. I
That's
can't.
true.
Yeah, I can't do
But
it.
I
So
mean, it's one of those give take
yeah,
things, you know.
you're right. You're right. It's a trade off. It's kind of a trade
Yeah.
off. So that's true. I mean,
So
don't get me wrong. That's why I want a cargo thing because I'm gonna bring a barbecue grill. I swear. I ain't even playing. I want a barbecue grill. Now that's what I like. I like
I,
barbecue. So yeah.
I love to cook over a fire. I need to get one of
Me
those
too. Like,
great things that go over a fire so that I can
yeah,
cook over that
you're
too.
right. You can get that. You can put a sweet potato on that. You're right. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna get because I love like barbecue stuff. So yeah, you can cook
Mhm.
over fire. I agree.
So, Miss Frankie, I appreciate you being here. We have been on for almost a full hour. So, what
Mm,
I want you to do
you make me
is
feel
go
up.
ahead and plug anything that you've got going on.
My products are on Gumroad, Joy Route 50 on Gumroad. I got books on Amazon. I have a product that I'm launching. I'm not even gonna. We had talked about talking about it. I'm not gonna talk about it. But it's launching the end of this week if all goes well. But anyway, you can find my products on Gumroad, Amazon, Skillshare. I mean, I'm on every platform. Yeah, so but just follow me on YouTube if you're not already following me on YouTube. That works.
Alrighty, my dear. Miss
Thank you.
Carol, I will be
We
talking to
love
you. I would love to
you.
get you up here on this stage as
We
well.
love you,
Yes,
Carol.
I love me some Carol.
I
She is
know,
so
right?
sweet. I got a chance to meet her
I'm gonna
when I
roll
was
up on her and
running.
Tim. They ain't even gonna say that. I'm just gonna roll up on. They ain't even gonna do I'm near. I'm just gonna
Bye,
roll up.
Ruby. I appreciate all of y'all being
Thank you,
here.
Ruby. Thank you, PJ. Thank you, V. Thank you, Patricia. Thanks,
Miss
Carol.
Frankie, I'm gonna roll the end credits. Stay on for a little bit for me.
Okay. Only for Danae, y'all. Only for Danae. Or Carol, yeah.
But she's wondering if it's gonna feel like she's forever. Wondering if it's gonna feel like she's whenever